Hello, blessings to you, and welcome to I've Been Tortured, and I'm your tortured host. And to all of you that are new to my channel, first, I drop one of my poems on y'all, and then I come back with some commentary about my personal opinions and experiences and everyday life struggles, y'all. Hopefully to encourage and inspire all of my tortured souls out there, like me. This piece is called With My Head Up High. Let's begin. You put me down, told me I'll always be last, but that time is past. My day is here, and first is where I'll appear. I cried my last tear, and no more will I drown. Your harsh words can no longer hold me down. My destiny is on top, and that's where I'll reside, while I look you and the whole world in the eye, with my head up high. You assassinate my character and shame my name to keep my head low and my pillow tears stain. Now you complain. In spite of all your verbal torture, my confidence and courage has remained. And you wonder how or why I could still walk by with my head up high. You're in constant hope that I'll go under. You marvel in all my downfalls and try to steal my thunder. You plan evil attacks against me while I slumber and stand calm and cool as a cucumber outnumbered with all the pressure you applied. I still stand by and testify my victory and truth, no lie, with my head up high. The end. I'll be back with my commentary. I'm back, y'all. And I'm going to talk a little bit about With My Head Up High and my inspiration for writing it. And I also want to touch on some topics that also inspired me to write it. I had to jot some of it down because I want to give it all to y'all and I don't want to forget. So first, With My Head Up High, I call this when being tortured by rumors, bullying, gossip, name calling, just jealousy in its rarest form, y'all. So bad it just makes you want to go hide your face from the world. Because some people can just put out lies so big and so brutal, it can leave scars that last you a lifetime. And it can linger in your memory and in your spirit and haunt you for the rest of your life if you don't heal from it. Some demonic spirits just take over people, y'all. And they are assigned to your life to try and destroy you right before you start living it. It's the devil's plan, y'all, to cut you off at the knees, to stop you from the purpose God has for you in your life. This happened to me just about everywhere I ever been in my life. In schools, on jobs, in neighborhoods I lived in some relationships, also in my own household. Yes, in my own household. See, I never really felt safe anywhere, man. It's been a battle just about everywhere for me. And I believe jealousy is one of the biggest deadly disease, in my opinion, based on all the battles I faced in my life. It's a deadly disease that can cost you your life if you don't catch it early on. I believe early detection is the best and only way of surviving this deadly disease. And I know y'all probably saying, she acting like jealousy is like AIDS or something. Well, it can be. You better pay attention to the signs. I know them all too well because jealousy is one of the stories of my life. I got it from every which way it can come from. Family, which is not the only one, the most hurtful one it is. but it can also be the most deadly one too. Because if you can't trust family, who can you trust? But family be the main ones, y'all. They can show you so much fake love and fake support to make you believe they really got your back. And the minute you turn it, there goes the knife. I call it a sword. One of the biggest knives you can get in your back. Then it's those so-called BFFs, y'all, that you feel so close to. You trust them with your life, and then they want your life and everything you have in it. Y'all see those signs early on, or should I say symptoms? Yeah, I said symptoms to the jealousy disease. For those of you out there that are not afraid of the truth, you already know it hurts like reality. I can give you some of these jealous snake symptoms. One probably not the number one symptom, but I'm giving it to y'all in my own order, for my own personal experience. You know, they start off trying to take up all your time. Especially these lengthy phone calls that last hours. They start off telling you deep-rooted secrets, along with all their business. You know, oversharing to get you all comfortable with them. Like they can trust you with every part of them. Don't fall for it, y'all. It's a trick. So you can open up and tell all your business, so that they can learn all your dirty secrets, soft spots, things that hurt you, things that make you vulnerable. And then they act all caring and comforting when they are really just collecting information. You know, that insurance to destroy your life and your reputation in the future. Then they start copying you. I call this one the clone symptom. Everything you wear, everything you say, everywhere you go, they start trying to be you. First, it just looked like admiration. It just looked like they admire you. And that's what it truly is in the beginning. That's how it starts. Until they realize they can never be you, no matter how much they copy you. This is when the jealousy disease starts spreading rapidly. Really rapidly. Now, it's another level. It's the furniture in your house. They want the car you drive, or the dude or the girl. Just switch the roles, whichever one. They want the dude or the girl you have. By the time you wake up to what's really going on, they're planning your demise. It has happened to me multiple times in multiple ways for multiple friends. And you know what? I always say the same thing. Why are they jealous of me? I ain't got shit. But I had to realize it ain't about what you got as far as material things. It's about who you are. Who you are to God and the favor He has on your life. These demonic spirits know it. And they're trying to stop you because they can't have it. And why they can't have it? It's because they don't want to go through all the things you have to go through to get it. To get that favor from God. And baby, there ain't no easy walk. Whoever told you that is an easy walk, walking with God, ain't really walked with God. Know that. Pray for these lost souls, because they need prayers. They need God. You can't walk through life backstabbing, lying, and deceiving people and think you're going to prosper in life, because you're not. Then they got these men and women you get into relationships with. Y'all switch the roles. You could be a man or a woman, whoever. And they tell you they love you dearly. But none of what they say or do towards you sounds or feels like love. They start off loving everything you say and do in the beginning. Then they start criticizing you through jokes. You know how they say people say what they mean through jokes. They used to like your whole swag. Now your swag becomes too much or not enough. You gaining weight now, so you get the fat jokes. There's a flaw in the way you speak now, in the way you think. And before you know it, your whole vibe is just negative to them now. All that good you had going on in the beginning, that they liked so much, turned to jealousy. Now the goal is to break you. And when they see you're too strong and they can't break you, they try to break your heart and your spirit to bring you down. Watch out for this, y'all. It's happening every day in love relationships. And it can turn deadly. Because when they stop appreciating you, you just find somebody that does. And then they want to end you. That's not love. That's jealousy. And that's hate. Because they don't see your worth. Or they don't want to see your worth. They know you're a blessing. But it's the narcissist in them that wants to control the narrative. Your narrative. They already lost control of theirs, so they want to control yours. Get out when you see the signs. It happened to me, and I got out quick. These people are torturous, who hate themselves, and they get mad with you because you love yourself. Leave them in a hurry. You can do so much better. Everyone deserves to be loved in a healthy way. Not gaslighted, not deceived, or mistreated. That's never love. And don't ever let anybody tell you that is. You know, it makes some people feel superior when they belittle, hurt, bully, and attack other people. It's the sickness in it, y'all. I believe it's a real travesty. The very same people they're attacking is the people they wish they had the guts to be. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of honor to be who you are, unapologetically, no matter what people say or think. But people are going to talk about you anyway. So you might as well love yourself and be yourself. Because if you're deluding yourself into thinking nobody talks about you, trust me, they talking about you. But that should be your least of worry. You should never worry when people are talking about you. It should be when people stop talking about you, you should worry. Because if people ain't talking about you, baby, you ain't nothing. So you better give them something to talk about. Remember, y'all, they talked about Jesus Christ. And he was sinless. He fed the hungry, clothed the naked, forgave the wicked, and saved all the sinners. And for all that good he did, look how they repaid him. So none of us, including me, are exception to the rules. I know I ain't no exception to the rules, me. Everything that happened to me. It's just some people are just dark and are torturous of the earth. They have to be identified, y'all, and stopped one by one day at a time. The law of the land is what goes around comes around. Or if you want to get gutter with it, when you do dirt, you get dirt. That part. These torturers need to watch out for who they attack, I believe. Because you never know. That person might be your walking karma that God chose. It is a karmic fact. The people you talk about and make fun of are the people you become. For some people, it's easier to point out other people's flaws and other people's shortcomings, because it takes the attention off their flaws and their shortcomings. That's why some people do not like being by themselves, because they don't like themselves. This is why, y'all, the COVID-19 quarantine was some people's worst nightmare. And I'm not talking about the illness, y'all. Not the illness itself. Because that was a nightmare. That was a horrible nightmare. And I'd like to put out prayers, love, and condolences to all the souls that perished in that nightmare. But what I'm speaking about here is the turmoil, that separation from people and society, and the unbearable feelings that came upon some people that actually depended on social settings and social groups and gatherings, y'all. I believe God is the one you should be dependent on like that, because mankind will fail you every time. You can't rely on man. I encourage every last one of you to spend time alone with yourself. Learn yourself. Get more in tune with who you are and what you want to be and where you want to be. It's time to love yourself first. This is the only way you ever gonna learn how to love somebody else. It gotta be you first, loving yourself. Spend enough time with yourself, learning yourself. You're gonna discover that you're a beautiful soul. You really are. Just stop always going out of your way to get to know other people. And take out the time to get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Be proud of yourself. And don't let people make you up and tell you who you are. You be you and do you. And that will show people who you are. Ask yourself, have you ever been tortured by rumors, bullying, jealousy, or cruel words like me? Well, remember this. Words can make you, or words can break you. You have to decide the effects you allow words to have in your life. I'm not saying to tolerate disrespect, because I don't. But what I am saying is, don't allow people's words to rule you. Choose your own words, your own labels, and rule those. Let's stop the torturers. Let's stop them, y'all, and beat this jealousy disease, because it's an epidemic. And the people that are infected are the torturers of the earth. I pray God give us all peace, because after all of the torture we go through daily, we deserve it. Let's heal. Healing is the vibe. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love y'all. And please come join me in the next one. I'm out.